During psychic one-to-one readings and healings, I tune into what is often referred to as your aura or life energy. This divine gift is one which both humbles and amazes me, and it is one I respect with all my heart. As I tune in, there is no discrimination between the living and those who have passed. The feelings and connections to these fragments I tune into are equal. Protection from your family, friends, and even your pets is always around you, as they send out good energy and thoughts to you. Whether they are still living or have moved to the other side, their energy remains in our aura. I call these fragments of our being. As I go deeper into the energy of protection within your aura, I feel their thoughts, and I receive very accurate information about each of them too. If they have passed to the other side, I simply deliver messages back to you, reassuring you that they are around, helping, watching, and are happy. What I have learned is that most of all, they want you to be happy. Should there ever be any ongoing issues, I do my best to try and resolve them there and then. Remember, each time you send out a thought to someone, it is a most powerful protection, so always make your thoughts loving and positive. On one summer afternoon, I had a visit from a lovely lady who came for a future reading and pure energy healing. I could see she was a little nervous about any bad news coming out from the reading. I spoke in kind, gentle words to reassure her that my work does not involve delivering bad messages. I show those who ask for my help a number of different paths and help them to see any challenges or obstacles which may lie ahead on their journey. Information comes through to show how they may handle those challenges. It is not simply a matter of good or bad news. It is truly about receiving the messages which Spirit intends for you. And Spirit will always find ways to help us to see how we can conquer our challenges. As I tuned into this lady's aura, I picked up her daughter's energy. I immediately felt there was a small issue which needed my attention. I spoke more about her lovely daughter, and as I did so, I began to feel a sharp pain in the area of my stomach. Though the pain intensified, I continued as I knew I had to go deeper until I felt the pain ease. Then I would know what needed to be said. As I finished the reading and healing, I asked this kind lady to do just one thing. "Would you speak to your daughter about seeing her doctor for a checkup?" I asked. She of course readily agreed. In a case like this, I always explain to my clients that I am not a doctor. In any case, it would certainly be better to go to a doctor and find out everything is fine than not to go and later discover there was a small issue. I am strong enough to know that I could be wrong. I would never think I would always be right. 1 week went by and a message appeared from this lady on my email. "Mark, you asked me to advise my daughter to have a checkup with her doctor, and we just cannot thank you enough. The doctor found that her pancreas was not working correctly. If she had not gone when she did, it could have been very bad indeed." Another example happened when an Irish friend of mine, who had been coming to me for a while for healing, told me her story. An elderly Spanish man had begun to speak to her in a cafe on the Costa where she normally had her lunch. It was the first time she'd ever talked to this man, and he was just happy to share his memories of his time in Ireland in the 50s. She was enjoying hearing his impressions of Ireland, when suddenly he burst into a rendition of the popular Irish tune, Galway Bay. How funny, she thought. Here was this wonderful Spanish man in his 70s, singing one of her father's favourite songs to her. When she went back to work, she felt an immediate urge to speak to her father, who had been quite ill. As soon as he answered the phone, she knew something was wrong. Sure enough, he had fallen in his home just 20 minutes earlier, only able to reach for the telephone by pulling down on the cord. Had she not called at that moment, he could have been lying there for hours. She was able to act immediately to get help to him. She knew without a doubt that the song had been her message from Spirit that her father was being watched over and protected. Magic is always around. Stop for a moment in your busy life and listen. You never know. You might just feel something. Conclusion. There are moments in life that can be seen as a kind of coincidence when, in reality, it is actually synchronicity, Spirit's helping hand at work. Synchronicity happens around us every day, in magical signs and sparks. Perhaps you overhear a conversation which gives you an answer you needed to hear, or you glimpse a slogan on a poster as you drive down the road which resonates with you immediately. You may be out walking with no real sense of where you are going, until you find yourself somewhere you needed to be in that exact moment in order to receive an answer. Always try to remain open to seeing your signs. They are all around us each and every day. Walk out of your door, pick a flower, and see what Mother Nature, or Spirit, is telling you. She is always with us to help us along our paths. Have no doubt we are all loved. I knew that the lady's daughter was going to be fine because Spirit had guided her mother to my door. Listen to your heart, for this is our connection to Spirit, our protection in this world. Clear away the clutter that you hold inside your mind and become an empty vessel. Allow yourself to be lovingly filled with happiness. In this happy state, you will receive so many wonderful messages and gifts that will fill your life with the strength to conquer anger, worry, and fear. Within these messages, we are often gently nudged in the right direction. These divine moments happen each and every day. Never doubt, this is Spirit's way of helping us.